Hi, Disneylanders with special needs. This is Ashley Jones again, coming at you with another video. First of all, I would like to thank my boyfriend, Jack Sullivan, that I've been with for almost 4 years. Thank you for subscribing, Jack. I love you, and tell your mom I said hi too, and the rest of your family. Right now, I'm going to start talking about, another script I just had. Sorry for the noise of me pulling up my TV tray, because I have a script in front of me. So, now we're going to go into part 3 of a scripted video for Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland, was open during 1955, but got a big enhancement in 1959, including especially getting rid of a ride later on called it was not really a flying tires ride. I'm trying to remember the name of the ride at that point, but it was similar to that attraction. When people, flying saucers, that's what it was. When people would go on the flying saucers in that time period, the flying saucers, depending on how heavy you were, they would get stuck, or you just wouldn't move much at all. You have to try to use your body weight in order for yourself to move. Then, later on, as things expanded into the 70s, one of the best things that happened at that point was getting ready to put in some more futuristic attractions and getting rid of stuff that was no longer working too well. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Disneylanders with special needs, but I think it was in the late 70s or early 80s when Tomorrowland got I know Space Mountain came in like the 1970s, and I think so did the Star Tours attraction, I think, was in the 80s. The original Star Tours attraction was one of my favorites. I like the new one, but sometimes older to me is better. So you can post your comments and your questions down below on this video and see what your favorite Star Tours version is. The original or Star Tours The Adventures Continue. Then, another thing that is very interesting about Tomorrowland is that now there's talks about doing a beautification to Tomorrowland to bring it up more to the future. I don't know what people really want Tomorrowland to, look like, per se. But I know many people think Tomorrowland is starting to look outdated. And while that might be, we don't really know what the future is going to hold. So it's a little hard to imagine them being able to change much about Tomorrowland right now. Another popular attraction that people want to see revamped is Autotopia, to get rid of the gas-powered cars. Unfortunately, I would have to say that may not be the easiest way to fix an attraction, because electric vehicles may have to be charged much longer so they can keep running at certain intervals, rather than just being filled up with gas and get ready to go. Electric vehicles would most likely have to charge for a while, and that could mean less ride times for people. Share about your opinions, what you think about Autotopia's future, too. The other thing about Tomorrowland that I would say would be nice is to maybe get, maybe update the Buzz Lightyear ride so that Buzz Lightyear looks a little bit more high-tech. Because his face sometimes, if you look at him, his face is kind of dark. And sometimes he can be hard to see. So share about your opinions about Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters as well. Now, I'm going to ask some older Disneylanders with special needs if they miss the original submarine voyage or prefer the Finding Nemo's submarine voyage that we have now. The other thing that's going to happen on this is food choices in Tomorrowland they're great, but sometimes I feel like they're a little bit limited in what it offers. Something in Tomorrowland that I liked was called Red Rocket's Pizza Port. It's not called that anymore. They renamed it Alien Pizza Planet. Interesting name. I guess it's still probably going to be the same food and same experience, but maybe a little different. Now, the other restaurants over there, which I'm not really sure how many there are, because I've only really eaten at what was called Red Rocket's Pizza Port. I think it's got some other choices. Comment down below about what other restaurants are in the area so I can go view them and comment about them. Okay, my favorite ride in Tomorrowland is probably going to have to be Space Mountain. I like Space Mountain a lot. I'm a thrill seeker. I guess you could kind of call me an adrenaline junkie, but I just like Space Mountain because it's cool. It seems like, you're going to blast off into space or something. It goes really fast. I really like the ride because it's not that jerky like a lot of people say it is. It's a lot smoother now than it used to be when they had the old ride systems and ride vehicles. And yes, I have been on some of these rides before they were completely redone and remodeled. Share your opinion about the ride music Disneylanders with special needs on Space Mountain. Is it too loud for you, or is it just right for your sound sensitivities if you have autism or other sensory issues? The music doesn't bother me anymore with the on-ride sound systems. It used to bother me when they put it in because I used to have really high sound sensitivity sensory issues. Now we're going to go into another part of this video that somebody requested in another video for Tomorrowland safety and as well as ride tips. Okay, if I have to offer any safety and or ride tips, it would be like For Space Mountain, you really need to ask somebody if you have balance problems and getting down into something that might be hard for you. Because if you just miss it by a little, it may not be very safe or very good for you. I wouldn't want anybody to get hurt on any ride because that would not be fun and it would be very scary. The other thing about Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters is that it does have one of those moving floor systems like Haunted Mansion does in New Orleans Square to help you board your ride vehicle. Only with Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters, you are involved in the journey, playing the games to defeat Zurg and his army. And you have to use the, I guess I can call it like a laser gun to shoot and get points for your part of the game. Now, I do have trouble sometimes getting up to the ride vehicles because of the moving floors. But once you get used to it, or you get enough help to make sure you're safe, you should be fine. The ride is really tame. Zurg looks a little bit scary when you get up to him because he's really big. And it's kind of dark in there. But it will be okay because, Disneyland made those rides to thrill everybody. And there's nothing unsafe about it. Some of the characters just look intimidating because of the artists. So let me ask many of you Disneylanders with special needs, is there something in Tomorrowland, a character, a ride, or something that spooks you once in a while? Please be totally honest in the comments down below. I would say the last thing I can talk about with Tomorrowland is when you're walking up to the monorail. It is a pretty steep hill going up to the monorail station to board the monorail to go to Downtown Disney District. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of steep to go up there. But you just gotta keep telling yourself, I can do this. I'll make it up there. I have to talk myself into that I can do it. Because it's a pretty steep hill for me, and I get kind of tired. So whoever I'm with just has to keep kind of encouraging me that I can make it. Once I get up to the monorail station, I'm really excited that I make it up there. And then I have to board the monorail. You want to be careful boarding because you don't want to trip and fall on or near the platform. And you also, if you're a taller guest, like 6 feet and above, you are not going to want to hit your head on anything near the monorail station, such as the vehicles themselves. Yes, some people unfortunately may have to duck to get into the monorail systems, the monorail trains. So does anybody have any questions or comments below? And also, please subscribe, comment, hit the bell icon so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. Don't be afraid to express your opinions if I didn't cover something the way you maybe expected, or you would like me to revise in another video. And have a good day, Disneylanders with special needs. I'll probably do another part today about another land. So we'll see. Have a good day. Bye.